Hey y'all, welcome back to Movement Link. So I want to spend a few minutes here talking about the transition from the position we're in when we catch our clean and stand up with it into the position that we want to be in so we can get the most power for the dip and drive of our jerk. So let's just talk about the differences here. First of all, when we're catching a clean, we're catching it in our very best front squat position. So for most people, and it's not everybody, there's a lot of variance that happens here, or a lot of variations. So what happens for most people is we pull on it, our feet go into our squat stance, and we're receiving the bar in a front rack position. For me, my pinkies come off of the bar, and so now when I come up out of the squat, if I stay there, I don't have all my fingers around the bar, and I'm in this wider squat stance, which just doesn't give me a bunch of power for the jerk, and I wouldn't be able to get my hands on it. So I need to be able to get my hand on the bar and get my feet back in narrower where I like them to be for the jerk. So remember, we're gonna have more power when our feet are under our hips, which is why we jump in the clean and in the snatch, and then we drive in the jerk from that position. But we want to get more mobility, we go wide. So that's why we're gonna have to move those feet around. So what we like to do is just almost treat it like it's a thruster or it's a mini part of a jerk. When we're coming up out of the squat, we wanna make sure that we're at the top, we accelerate a little bit and give it a little bit of a drive. That way we get a little bit of lift on the bar. And that little bit of lift is gonna allow me to jump my feet in. That little bit of lift is gonna allow me to re-grip the bar and come down with a full grip. So I'll show you what that looks like real fast. So I catch a clean, my pinkies are off. So I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna drive it up and then I'm gonna make that transition. Okay, so now my feet are in and I've got that full grip. So from the catch of the clean, I come up and I drive it up. So here's what happens is most people, when it's light, they come up from the clean and they move their feet in and they re-grip it. So then when they get to heavy clean and jerk, 90% plus of their 1 rep max, they haven't developed the skill of doing this in an efficient way. So not only are they doing a max clean and a max jerk and trying to get their mind around the technique, things that they need to focus on, but now they've got this middle section that they haven't really practiced very much. It's with super heavy weight. They're dizzy from the clean, which is what happens, and they just haven't developed the skill. So the best way to develop the skill is whenever you're working on strength, clean and jerks, again, different from doing clean and jerks, linking them, touch and go in a WOD. So when we're doing clean and jerks, practicing for strength, we just got to practice that transition over and over again. So on every single rep, come up and make sure we're getting that transition in. If you haven't gotten to the point where you're great at it yet, the easiest way to practice this is just what I did earlier. And you can just start here in this squat position and just practice popping it up and grabbing it. Squat position, ditch, and just work on that. It's actually pretty incredible. If you watch the world-class level at Olympic weightlifting, you will see a wide range of positions that people jerk from. So remember, the ultimate goal is to get that bar completely on top of you so our legs and hips can drive the bar up and we can go get it with our arms. But you'll see some pretty dramatically different catch positions in the clean to the jerk. And some people at the world-class level go super wide. So they'll go from here and they'll come up and they'll get like way out here to get a jerk. So long story short here is we got to find what works best for you, and we got to keep the context of your goals in mind. For most people, a grip that is similar for the clean and the jerk is going to be the best way to go because we're trying to be functional in everything else we do. And the skill that we need to learn is how to just give it that little bit of pop and then transition everything into the optimal position to start the next one. Hope that helps. Talk to y'all soon.